On another episode of Things Black People Don't Do. Speaking of black people, I'm already late. Gotta get straight into the poses though.
Black people always want to take their ass to Colorado for a ski trip. I'm about to tell y'all someplace that y'all really should go.
And I literally fell all the way down. How do people do this?
So it starts off with a 5-mile round trip kayak through Lake Powell. And if it is your first time kayaking, please bring a partner because you do not want to do it by yourself.
Oh, and it is lovely, just beautiful. You know, you are quite a decorator. It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget.
Did you know there's a black rodeo that stops in the DMV? Tickets for the Pickett Rodeo recently went on sale, and the rodeo has stops all around the country.
That's my shit, that's my wave.
So recently I did something that I normally would not do. I went skiing. Have you ever gone? A lot of times people say, that's not what black people do. Black people don't ski. Black people do ski. And I was one of them.
I just had a near-death experience. Like, I'm not even joking. I just torpedoed down the hill. Like, I went up that big, humongous slope. And I literally fell all the way down. How do people do this?
I love skiing. I love skiing.
There are so many things that we put ourselves in a box and never look outside of the box to venture off and try new things. And that's something that I talked about recently when we talked about hobbies. I'll put those videos somewhere up in here. Go check those videos out. But when I was skiing, I was like, this is a new experience. We should all try new things. Now, skiing might not be something that you want to do. I'm going to put the clip in here so you can see. I did. I did the little baby hill, but I did it. And it was indoors, so it wasn't like I was out in the Poconos. Yes, this black woman went skiing. Now, back in the day, we did used to go on a lot of black ski trip weekends. Like, things would be coordinated where a lot of us would go to the Poconos and never ski. At least that was me. However, this time it was indoors. I felt safe. I tried it and I liked it. And my kids liked it. We should all try new things.
Black people always want to take their ass to Colorado for a ski trip. I'm about to tell y'all someplace that y'all really should go. A couple years ago, me and my man, we went to this resort in Utah. Name of the resort is called Snowbird. It's so freaking beautiful. And we went in March. Lucky for us, we got to experience a little blizzard there, right? I'm talking about the snow came down, fresh snow on there. They have a beautiful rooftop with a heated pool and a heated hot tub, huge heated hot tub. Everything at the resort on the rooftop was heated. So the floors are heated, meaning it was freezing cold, but you were so comfortable. The pool is heated to the point to where it feels like most hot tubs. I feel like most hot tubs don't get hot enough. That one there got super hot. And then you're surrounded by mountains. So we were surrounded by snow-capped mountains. I remember posting a video and people thought that I was out the country because it looked so beautiful. If you all haven't heard of that, I encourage you to research it. I went in the winter. I would like to go in the summertime, but I feel like the winter just topped it off because you can be out in the cold, but you were not cold. It was so romantic. And the thing is that we were the only there. There was nobody else there. And I'm just like, I don't understand. So look up Snowbird Resort in Utah. I'm telling y'all going to love it. Fire.
And don't be afraid. And don't put yourself in a box. And don't say, okay, black people don't do these things. I'm not going to do it. It could be as simple as trying yoga.
On another episode of Things Black People Don't Do. Speaking of black people, I'm already late. Gotta get straight into the poses though. Easy. Next pose, easy. Gotta hit the Millie Rock one time. Look how my arms just flow so extravagantly. Gonna be me. Alright, Ron. Take your time. Take your time. Down bad, lost my do-rag. Everything pretty much went downhill from here. No cat, this would have felt good on my toes.
Out. Push into your right side.
Perfect. That's it.
You did better. Not really.
But trying things that you would not necessarily do, which could include yoga. It could include hiking. I love to hike. I love to be in nature. Fishing. There's so many things that a lot of us have never tried, but we should. You should broaden your horizon. You should expand, your community. And I would encourage you to try new things. And I saw a few videos that I wanted to share to give you some inspiration to try something new. Now, when I saw this video, I said, oh, I have to share this. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. She is kayaking with her sister in the canyon. What? Beautiful. Take a look at this.
Let me put y'all on to one of the most craziest experiences in Arizona. It did take about 5 hours total, so make sure you wake up early. So it starts off with a 5-mile round trip kayak through Lake Powell. And if it is your first time kayaking, please bring a partner because you do not want to do it by yourself. And it may be rocky in the beginning, as y'all can see. Look, we rocking this shit. We wasn't rocking this shit. So once we finally docked, I was not prepared to walk in this barefoot, y'all, but there's no other way. We went to the upper Antelope Canyons by ourselves. I do recommend not going with a tour guide simply because if me and my baby sister can navigate this, I'm sure anybody can. It was about a 3-mile round trip hike and it was so beautiful. If you don't want to kayak and you just want to hike and see the antelopes, there is a lower Antelope Canyon. I think the upper one is a little more aesthetically pleasing. Personal preference though. And after we hiked, we was on our way back. If you do want to do this, I would recommend you go now through May before Arizona gets like crazy hot.
Wow. Nature is so beautiful, right? Have you ever gone hiking and just went into the woods or, did a nice nature walk in a park and you just see the most beautiful things and you just hear the nature around you? It just feels good. I think it just helps your body and your spirit and your mind when you are out in nature and you hear the birds chirping, you see the squirrels running up the trees, you see the greenery, or you can feel it. It just makes a difference. I feel like it makes a difference. How do you feel about that?
Oh, and it is lovely, just beautiful. You are quite a decorator. It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
When you see the scenes that you normally see, like on a background or a backdrop on your computer or something that just flashes on the back as you're idle on the computer, but when you see it in real life, it's just a whole different feel, a whole different view. Like I am seeing this with my own 2 eyes and it's right in front of me. The feeling is so different. Isn't it beautiful? We also have been camping. That's something my friends in New York used to go camping all the time, but I've never gone. So my friends would go to upstate New York. They lived in Brooklyn, but they would go upstate and go camping during the summers. I never did it. Not until these kids. Here we go again. Now I'm camping overnight in a tent. Check this out.
That's my shit, that's my wave. Do it like that, then I'll replay. Don't be scared,
And I feel like when you're out in nature, you can be free. You can just hear your own thoughts. You can figure things out better because you are being one with nature. That's how I feel. I feel like it just feels good. It feels good to be one with nature. Free yourself. Have you ever thought about going to a rodeo? Let me know in the comments.
Did you know there's a black rodeo that stops in the DMV? Tickets for the Bill Pickett Rodeo recently went on sale, and the rodeo has stops all around the country. As a girl from the metropolitan Northeast, this was quite literally my first rodeo. I didn't even know we had things like this around here, but it really had me feeling like I was in my Cowboy Carter yeehaw bag. This rodeo celebrates the contribution of black cowboys and cowgirls to rodeo and American Western culture. I also celebrated how fine some of these black cowboys were. Here's the schedule. Tickets for this sell very fast, so if you miss it, don't say I didn't tell you.
Now, I've never been to a rodeo. However, I have been horseback riding. I've been on pony rides, things like that, but I've never been to a rodeo. And I think that is so neat. Maybe next time I hear about a rodeo, maybe I'll go. You know what? I'm lying. I'm lying. There is this place in Jersey called Cowtown, and they used to have a rodeo back in the day. And my grandma would always take us to Cowtown to get peanuts and fruit and all these different things. I have seen it, but I've never been an active participant, I should say. Now, have you ever tried ice skating? When I was younger, I saw that clip of, I want to say her name was Oksana Bayul. And when I watched her do the flip while she was ice skating, I was mesmerized. Like, what? I finally went ice skating maybe a couple years ago, and I think it's a lot to do with my kids dragging me into these things. But their friend had a birthday party, and it was at an ice skating rink, and I went and I ice skated. Tried something new. Now, I can roller skate all day, but ice skating, that was different. Now check out these two, I believe they're cousins, ice skating. Now, I recently learned of this Olympian, the speed skating champ. She won gold in 2022. I believe they say that she started to learn how to ice skate in 2017 and then won gold in 2022. That's some determination. And she will be returning to the Winter Olympics in 2026. And I believe it starts Friday, February 6th. So check her out. I'm not sure what day her actual sport competes, but check out the Winter Olympics and you will see some representation. Take a look at this.
It's very important. The unsung heroes, the unsung black heroes, you know what I'm saying? Got to bring it up. It's very important for people to know this. Erin Jackson, a speed skater, was the first black woman, 98 years to win gold, Beijing 2022. What's really amazing is that she started skating. I know you're going to say, oh, well, maybe she started skating when she was little, because most people, start when they were little since she was 5. She started in 2017, won the gold in 2022. If that ain't black girl magic, I don't know what the fuck that is. Ta-da! But this is the best part of this video, guys. She will be in the Winter Olympics in 2026, okay? She will be in the Winter Olympics, which is going to be phenomenal.
Totally different. But if you're used to rollerblading, it would be easy. But not for me. My kids got out there. Now, mind you, they roller skate. They've been roller skating since they were probably like 3 and 4. They got out on those ice skates and it was like it was nothing. Out there just doing whatever. No fear, no nothing. But that's kids anyway. So I say all that to say, try some ice skating. It's the winter season. Take a look at this video. I came across this one too. And I thought it was so cool. Am I aging myself? I thought it was so cool. Watch this.
Say the most creative man on a snowboard, Zeb Powell.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it.
Now, when I say skiing, will I go back? On my own accord, no. However, if the kids want to go back, I would go back. But I'm not doing no outside mountains, doing no skiing. That's a no. I'll do some snow tubing. That I will do. But we can do anything. As we see here, we have skiing, we have ice skating, rollerblading, things that we necessarily would look at and say, you know what, we not doing that. Now, I'm not saying the whole, but a lot of us, we not doing that. We don't necessarily always think out of the box and say, let's try some new experiences. So there are a lot of things out there that we could consider out of the box. Surfing, hiking, kayaking, ice skating, skiing, all those things. Try a new experience. Let me know in the comments if there's something that you are willing to do or if that's something that you are planning to do. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.